On a brighter note, I want to just um, say hello to my colleagues in ministry. One all the way from Barbados. He called me a short while ago. That is Pastor Dale Haynes to say to me, my guest today is a big guest. And he said to me, man, you are bringing on a big guest today, so I will be listening for sure. So, Nadine, I hope you are hearing. Pastor Dale Haynes sent his love, and he said he will be on listening. I also want to thank some pastors who responded to me this week. Pastor Brathwaite, Pastor Cunningham, Pastor Roy, Pastor Hines. You know, it's not a regular thing that I'll be here calling out pastors. Not a regular thing also that pastor will call me out. But this morning I want to say thanks to these blessed men who recognized the call and they responded. And I want to thank them tremendously. I know Pastor Roy and Pastor Cunningham for sure are listening to the program this morning with other pastors also. I want to thank also Sister Ravik Pisostrom, who I was about to play one of her songs this morning, but I said, you know what? I will leave it for next week because I want to give my dear sister, Dr. Nadine Collins, for full time this morning. Also, Sister Stacy Ann and her husband, who have been there to me every time I reach out to them. They have been there to me. I want to tell them a big hello and a big thank you this morning. Also, my sister, talk about blood sister now, out there in Philadelphia. She responded to me in a pleasant way today, and I want to thank for her and her son Sheldon, who listen to the program now. And I don't know my guests are coming as yet, but as on today we are mass free, as they can see. I want to say this. There's a prediction. No, yesterday I was at Woodbrook Seventh-day Adventist Church. I'm doing a prophecy seminar for them there on the Messiah. And I was saying to the elders in the vestry that I expect that we have a soar in infection once more. And I want to tell those who seem to be bent on, I don't know what, I don't know. I'm someone of statistics. I love statistics, it's what I do. And I was just reading WHO on Thursday, where they estimate that 15 million people have died from COVID. 15 million people. And out of that 15 million, but they said 90% of that 15 million will fall into the categories of unvaxxed, COVID denials, religious zealots, and all these things. 90%. And 90% will be 13.5 million people who did not have to die. 13.5 million people out of that 15 million did not have to die. And as I listened on a news clip from Australia, where two parents were charged for murder because their child was diabetic, I think is type 1, and they refused to give the child insulin, saying that they're going to pray for the child, and they say that God doesn't want them to take the insulin, and the child died, a 12-year-old. And sometimes I ask myself, with all these people who are saying to people, all these bush doctors and witch doctors and religious pastors and zealots who are saying to people, do not protect themselves against the COVID and the tested way. When these people die, why are we not walking about and picking them up one by one? I feel it's time we do that, because if I tell someone to not take their medication, I think the next step and the person dies, I feel it's well in place that the person and they pick me up. I don't know about you, but a word to the wise is sufficient.